Despite this being an obscure YouTube channel with only 29 subscribers, I still have to abide by YouTube's nudity policy, so there will be no anime titties in this video. Boo! However, what I can give you is a game that will be the best 99 cents you've ever spent. I've never played a porn game before that was so political and thought-provoking that I didn't just walk away horny, I walked away a better person. This is Guy. He's an ordinary guy like everybody else. He likes to pick up chicks, drink, go to a disco, or sit in front of the TV. You know, just like everybody else. The game really begins when Guy wants to smoke some weed, so he buys some off the dark web and then leaves his house to go find the package. However, he didn't find his weed at the drop-off location at the Pillar, but he did find an advertisement on it to join the Riot Police. Being that Guy is down on his luck and all he does is go to the disco, drink, or watch TV all day, he decides he could use the extra money. The salary of $230 and the possibility of career growth and beating the fuck out of the unarmed, who wouldn't take up this deal? When Guy arrives at the Riot Police building, this is where he meets Boss, the boss of the Riot Police. Boss immediately starts going into personal details about her life, saying how during a roundup of protesters when she was a newbie, she got caught under a barrage of glass and had to go to the hospital to go under hormone treatment for some reason, referencing how even her baton fell off. Oh no. Boss lets us know there's an unauthorized march being held at the main square and we have to go stop it. We have to go meet up with Igor, and this is where we finally get into the gameplay, the moment we've all been waiting for. What the fuck? Truly riveting stuff, I know, but let's face it, it's still a porn game. This is the type of game that you're supposed to play with only one hand, and in your hand, I don't know, usually in a bucket of popcorn. I don't usually play these things normally, I swear. The other part of the gameplay is simply doing a little picture puzzle at the end of every conversation. This general gameplay loop is how the entire game goes, but I'm going to skip out on all of that. The real interesting part is the story, the real reason we all play these types of games, I'm sure. Finding out that the squad is surprisingly made up of mostly women, he discovers that the only other guy there is a guy named Yarek, who confesses that he was the same guy who didn't deliver his weed earlier. Him and Yarek share an incredible bonding moment when they watch the sweet muscular women change right in front of them without a hint of embarrassment. My erection is huge. We arrive at another scene where one of our squad mates is shoving a conscientious objector up another protester's ass. Pretty par for the course if you ask me for a porn game. After complimenting Sergey's ass, we walk in on an award ceremony where we see a girl get so tense when saluting that her shirt unbuttons. A problem men everywhere wish more women suffered from. After Guy discovers that this is actually a man, we get sent to a construction site to look for illegal aliens where we find a filthy slut with her tits out. After asking for her papers, we discovered that this is actually also a man. Guy leaves the construction site out of anger, and the higher-ups punish him to go clean up graffiti, where he meets a new partner and he really wants to slap that ass. He then proceeds to shove his entire fist up her ass and claim that he's a puppeteer. When he asks what her name is, she responds with Yuri, which, if you're unaware, is a male name. Now this is where the game actually starts to get interesting. Our boss, offers us a bit of overtime if we disrupt the protesters that were put there by the opposition, a man named Navalny, which I'm sure has no relation to the real-life counterpart. You know, Alexei Navalny, the anti-corruption Russian lawyer who directly went up against Vladimir Putin and the government, staging demonstrations and protests against them. Anyways, Boss whips out her tits and balls and we get disgusted and accidentally throw up on her. We meet up with another squad mate where we help her get the car out of the dirt. Also turns out it's a man. We then beat the shit out of more innocent protesters with another woman. Turns out she's a man. We then meet up with another man. I guess you guys can see where this game's going. We shove a bottle in and out of a man's ass to get the information we need during an interrogation session. As you can imagine, it worked with flying colors. We then proceed to have sex right in front of the prisoners just for fun. And believe it or not, we actually get a sex scene right now. The animation is fluid and flawless. You can really tell that the majority of the budget was spent on this scene. I wish I could show you, but if you're really that interested, the game is 99 cents on Steam, and I thoroughly do believe it's worth a playthrough. Not at all for the porn, but for the scene that comes up next. After battling off shit emojis and Ricardos, we meet up with the man himself. Turns out it was actually Navalny. You know, Alexei Navalny, the anti-corruption Russian lawyer who directly went up against Vladimir Putin and the government staging demonstrations and protests across the... Navalny starts chastising us, saying that he just wanted to make the world a better place and disgracing us for all the lives we destroyed and all the innocent protesters that we beat up needlessly. But we know what's more important. We just wanted our 15,000 rubles. I just need 15,000 rubles, so fuck philosophy, justice, and shit. 15,000 is more important, now get ready to get fucked up. And that's the game. Obviously not what I expected when my friend sent me this as a joke. The first time I played this, I was streaming it to a couple of friends when we were just drunk joking around, and the story actually captivated us enough to play it all the way through. I've never seen a porn game take such a strong political stance and keep with it all the way through. Most porn games that are political are usually just political figures the artist doesn't like choking on a cock or something. But this one straight up has you beating up Novani and innocent protesters just to get laid and get the equivalent of $200 as a paycheck. Anyways, for the ending, guy actually turns into a female just like the other members of his squad. Truly a brave and inspiring political statement that we can all learn from.